I'm Stone Grissom.
And I'm Alicia Laventure. Colleen McVeigh is off tonight. A high school student in the hospital tonight with a broken jaw after a violent off-campus fight.
Yeah, students at the school today were greeted with stepped-up security. News 12 Long Island's Eileen LaPalmer has that story.
The school district says all students involved in the altercation will not be allowed to attend school pending a disciplinary review. There's a Connecticut High School PTA meeting tonight at the library, followed by a full school board meeting tomorrow night. Antoinette, thank you. A Syosset man is accused of threatening a woman with a knife and then slamming into her car. Ari Drucker allegedly got into an argument with the woman on Birchwood Park Drive last night. Police say Drucker pulled out a knife, then rammed his car into her vehicle. They say the 22-year-old woman suffered a broken rib and cuts to her face. Drucker is now accused of assault, menacing, and criminal mischief.
Now the finish line still remains unknown.
Oh, they have little booties on, you see?
Yeah.
I can't believe they had to borrow snow
In
from
Alaska.
another place.
Yeah.
Of all, like you said, of all places, they could have borrowed from us, Bill.
They could have borrowed a lot of
plenty.
snow from us.
The problem is the big scale, large scale weather patterns, global scale weather patterns such that if it's very cold in the eastern U.S., it's usually warm in the western U.S. and up towards Canada. And it's been extraordinarily cold here, so it's unusual.
We need to reverse that.
Yeah.
I know.
Switch
I think
it up again.
They deserve some cold weather.
Maybe next year.
Have it all.
Maybe next. What's Alaska without cold weather?
New Yorkers are paying their last respects to Edward Cardinal Egan. A public viewing is taking place at St. Patrick's Cathedral right now. The former Archbishop of the New York Roman Catholic Church played a prominent role in the city after the September 11th terror attacks. The 82-year-old died Thursday of a heart attack. Egan will be laid to rest beneath the high altar at the cathedral tomorrow. Now you can watch the entire funeral service on News12.com beginning at 1:30 in the afternoon. You're watching News 12 Long Island. We're live at 5:11. A massive protest planned tonight against Common Core. Leaders of Long Island's anti-testing movement are once again urging parents and students to opt out of the assessments. Last year's boycott captured national attention. The next round of standardized state tests will take place next month. Now tonight, educators and parents will host a public rally at the Tillis Center at LIU Post in Brookville. That's at 7:30. We'll be there, of course, and have a live report from the rally. A milestone in Long Island education. Today, a brand new program to help young immigrant students opened its doors. Eastern Suffolk BOCES is now helping native Spanish-speaking students learn English. The students are mostly 16 to 21 years old. Now, the goal here is to teach them English and other basic skills so they can transition back to high schools in Suffolk. They'll also have the option of continuing their education at BOCES.
They're able to function independently.
Now, about 10 students are enrolled in the program right now. The school says it can expand to serve students closer to western Suffolk County. Hi there, I'm Alicia Laventure. Time right now is 5:18. Here are the headlines. A Connecticut High School student is in the hospital tonight after someone broke his jaw in a fight. Police say 10 students were involved in that fight. It happened on Remington Boulevard in Ronkonkoma Saturday. Some of the kids apparently brought brass knuckles to the brawl. Ruben Saravia was allegedly out driving drunk while his child was home alone. Police say they pulled over the Elmont man on North Franklin Street in Hempstead this morning. They say the 36-year-old told officers he left his 8-year-old at home all by himself. The child was found unharmed and released to a family friend. A Baldwin man is now accused of crashing into a church. Police say Sheriff Wheeler lost control of his car yesterday and slammed into a tree, a fence, and then right into Second Baptist Church in Baldwin. Police say Wheeler was driving with a suspended license. Shutting the door on unwanted sales pitches at your very own home.
Yeah, another Long Island town is making it easier to keep unwelcome sellers away. Our consumer reporter Andrew Anger has that story.
No offense, Stone, but there's never been a better time to be a woman. That's according to former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. Clinton was joined by her daughter Chelsea and Melinda Gates at a women's event in Manhattan today. The Clinton and Gates Foundation's No Ceilings initiative was launched to help women take on an active role in shaping the world.
Thank you, America.
Now, one thing Clinton did not talk about is the controversy surrounding her decision to use a personal email account instead of a government-issued one during her tenure as Secretary of State. CNN sources say Clinton may publicly address the matter sometime this week. Nassau Executive Ed Mangano is preparing to address residents on the condition of the county. He will give his State of the County address Wednesday beginning at 7 p.m. News 12 Long Island will bring it to you live, and after the speech, Mr. Mangano will be answering all of your questions, also live on air. A special election will be held tomorrow to fill the seat of former Nassau legislator David Dennenberg. The Merritt Democrat resigned earlier this year after pleading guilty to federal fraud charges. The candidates for the 19th District are Democrat Rita Krestenbaum and Republican Stephen D. Rhodes. We have information about both candidates on our website, news12.com, under Meet the Candidates. Well, Apple today jumped into the competitive market of wearables by unveiling the highly anticipated Apple Watch.
The Apple Watch is the most personal device we have ever created.
I can see some
CEO Tim Cook released details on the device at a special event this afternoon. Now, the basic version, Apple Watch Sport, starts at $349, ranging all the way to an 18-karat gold Apple Watch edition, starting at $10,000. On an average day, the battery can last 18 hours. You can put the Apple Watch on your wrist beginning April 10th. Well, science came to life for some first graders in Levittown today. News 12 Long Island's Ken Grimball shows us the creepy critters that visited their classroom. They are a beloved part of the landscape of one East End town.
It's been such a harsh winter.
The toll the harsh winter has taken on the ducks and what the town is urging residents to do to help them out. And the American tourists who are accused of doing the unthinkable inside Rome's historic Colosseum. That's ahead. There's a plea tonight to residents in one East End town following this brutal winter. Feed the fowl. News 12 Long Island's Danielle Campbell has the story. If you'd like information on how you can help feed the ducks, you can call the town of Southampton or log on to our website, news12.com. Now, hopefully a lot more people will be going out to feed them since the temperatures
And we were just discussing, how do you crack corn?
I don't understand that. Could you look it up, perhaps?
I know Jimmy cracked corn.
Yeah,
He didn't
we
care
don't
either.
care.
He didn't care. Jimmy doesn't care.
We had
A frightening early morning robbery at a local McDonald's. It happened on Franklin Avenue and Franklin Square just after 5 o'clock this morning. Police say a man wearing a mask walked in and demanded cash. The cashier handed over the money, then took off on foot. Anyone with information is asked to call Nassau Crime Stoppers at 1-800-244-TIPS.
Yves Saint Laurent shoes valued at $945. Everyone's looking at me like, what?
They make them that expensive?
They do.
Yeah, they
That's
do.
just for one shoe, too. If you recognize her, you can call Suffolk Crime Stoppers as 1-800-220-TIPS. Don't say you don't know that, Alicia.
Now, these shoes aren't as fancy, but cleats are being collected for some student athletes that are in need. The town of Islip launched its first Cleats for Feet donation drive, and officials say residents can drop the footwear off at several locations in the town, and the cleats will be distributed to students in need in the Bayshore School District.